be like 60. It feels chilly, breezy, cloudy. Today's November 1st. We ran out of paint, stain, I guess I should call it stain. And so we had to go to Sholo. It's about 45 minutes from here. Home Depot about maybe an hour to get more. Today's Friday, November 4th. Had rain the other day, or the other night actually, and then yesterday, all day snow, pretty good accumulation. Yesterday afternoon, a couple inches, 2, maybe 3. And now, today, Friday, the sun's out, 45-degree high today, and that sun's melting it so quick. So right now we're out here. We're not going to do any work. We're going to let it dry a little bit before we get these railroad ties in, which is perfect timing because we have rocks being delivered, and we're going to be putting it back here behind the train before this track goes in. So, and then we have some other rock for the track, which is that basalt, 1-inch basalt. So he's bringing both types today. The stuff that's going in the back is just a quarter inch regular rock, kind of like this, just smaller. And this obviously worked with any kind of drainage we had. I don't think we got a whole lot to really tell until we get the monsoon storms, but it's still really soft. So it'll be fine for a while, but if it doesn't harden up in a couple of years, maybe we can put a stabilizer or some sort in there. Mix it in just so it's not so soft. But, cool. The rock is here. 15 tons, it's 3/8 rock, not 1/4 inch rock.
Go get in your places. Yes, a squeeze between here. I'm standing back here. be good.
November 6th. Hi, Jenny. Alright, it's like 60 something today. It warmed up quick. It was cold, 20 something this morning. So we had a late start. But just dug the septic. We are determining the septic because we have to make sure we're not covering that, obviously. And what we were told is the back of the septic is 6 inches out. So this line kind of shows where we're going to perfect it here. We just temporarily stuck it up about where it's going. That's what we'll corral our railroad ties. I just painted the lid. I'm going to see, since we're not going to be driving on here anymore, I'm going to see about getting a riser. Make it a lot easier in the future to, especially if we have pavers around here. We will get a riser so we can clean out if we need to every now and then. And what we did learn is we cannot build a deck, I guess, per code here over the septic. So, but we could do pavers. Interesting. Alright, so now that we know where that is, we could start working on the railroad ties. Alright, move it here.
Which way? Right there?
All right.
It'll be too low. If we could do it, we'd have to dig that out.
I mean, we're talking barely.
Yeah.
I mean, it would fit like it's resting on it. we could, and it's, how far is it? Oh, yeah, I mean, it would go right here. So all it would have to be is just this top gravel. And then we could have the rail go. So I think we should.
Okay.
And then we'll work our way back that way. So I'll just man one of these ties over here. Duct tape, my shovel, cracks. What is today? Because I was wrong on the camera 2 days ago. I said it was the 6th. It was actually the 5th. What is today? Monday. Cardinals lost again. It's terrible.
Our back is hurting. Our bronchies.
Yeah, this is almost noon today. The Powerball is up to almost 2 billion. Just got a handful of tickets between us and my kids. Now we gotta shovel dirt. Good times. All the dirt done. Chain. Now we're gonna put landscape fabric in. Help prevent weeds. Slightly 6 inches, that boxcar is going to be shifted to the left. And that front rail is going to go down. It's going to kind of curve, and the reason we did that is because the septic tank and the corner of the building here. I want to just make sure we got some distance. Whew. It's like warm but cold. The wind. Not one of the main supports for the boxcar right now. I was hoping the other two would come out.
So we could put it at the end, but it got all the rock done.
We have to move this down to about here, so that will help give some more balance over here.
And that's what we did today. Caboose will be here Monday. It's Friday. This is where it's going. Couple days.
Friday afternoon. My son helped me lift these to cut them in half. These are going to go under the boxcar. We're going to be lifting it soon. About another 2 feet high. Good job, Janee.
Thanks, babe.
More painting. And she already did all these. We haven't cut these. My son had to leave, so we're going to do this tomorrow probably. Alright, then we got the rail. And right now I am drilling for all these loose ones that some are tight, some are loose. If I find any loose ones, I'm taking them out and I'm drilling the bigger hole. And there goes our friend Dennis with the tractor. Almost got done with the second job today. Alright, so I'm going to put these in, hammering them down. I'm not going all the way just yet, but they're going in pretty good when we use this bigger drill bit versus last time we put that rail in. We end up having to use a smaller bit to get through the metal. Two things: it's harder to put the normal size nails in, a lot more hammering, and it tends to dull up the drill bit when I touch that metal. Go figure, huh? Alright, so that's what we're doing right now. Just in case we need adjustment. I got all that side. I'm doing this side. Good times. And it's about 5 o'clock. Got these nails in. Alright, 6x6 timbers are painted pretty heavy, and then I'm going to put bolts there later today. And these 4x6s, are they frosted? Let's see if it's frosted on the other side. Bad. It's probably about 20 2, fresh battery. All right, so what I'm doing right now is we have these 6x6 by 8 timbers. We did stain them. Probably don't need to do it because it's pressure treated anyway, but for now we just wanted to add some extra on there. So these are going to be under the boxcar. So what we did is we bought these barricades, these concrete barricades, concrete blocks, and we bought the 2x2 by 4 feet long, and 4 of them we sent and gave them our bunch of rebar to put in there, so there's extra support just within the concrete. And what we're going to do is have those under the boxcar. We're going to raise the boxcar and have those under. Right now there's just railroad ties, 2 of them high. So the boxcar sits actually pretty low. We're going to bring it up to height, what it should be at, even though we don't have wheels. The deck eventually around it will hide where the wheels will be anyway. But the height we want though, and it's better to not have, even though I'm told this pressure treated wood is good for contact on ground, we're still going to have the concrete first and then put, because they couldn't do higher on the concrete, otherwise it would just have them shaped and it'd be too much of a pain for us to do them. So we're just going to do concrete and then have the boxcar on the 4 corners sit on these. I do have 2 extras for backups for either the ends or the sides, which we'll determine on Monday. So what we're doing right here, I already finished one as a test. The site said these were 5.5 inches true, even though they're 6x6. When I measured, it was just like a 16th to an 1/8 off of the 6, so it's not even close to 5.5. And the reason that's important is because I bought these bolts. These are 12 inches long, and of course if it was 11 inches, 5.5 at 2 of them, we could have that extra inch for the nuts and the washers. So now what I'm going to do is we're going to pre-drill and just make a 3/4 inch to an inch hole in there, and that way it just kind of brings it in, and we can still use these. These are a lot cheaper than the 18-inch full thread. Those were like $10 a piece, where this, I think, since I bought so many, is like $1.07 or $1.10, something like that. So that's what we're doing. I did one already, and I'm just clamping them together. It's not that hard, but it's kind of tedious at the same time. So these little clamps I've had for, I think I've had these little clamps for like 20 years, maybe longer. I think longer actually. All right, and just to get them so they're somewhat pretty much in the same, I'm going 10 inches off. Speaking of old tools, I think I've had this for about 20 years. These craftsmen back during Sears days. Nice. That's one in the same spot. Okay.